Hello and welcome back to PowerForm Builder tutorial series. In this series, we are going to take a closer look into email to form admin functionality. Email to admin allows you to receive notification in your mailbox when your user submits the form. Once the form submission is received, the PowerForm will trigger an email notification to the specified admin email address. To set this up, let's go to the Settings tab, click on to Email to Form Admin, and add your email address. It'll be mine. And click on Publish button to save your recent changes. To test the app, let's go back to the editor, click on the Preview mode, and let's test the app. Select any option, Test, and click on Submit. Within a few seconds, we should have received the notification into our email address. So here it is. We received all the fields that were filled up, the email address, the pick your favorite field, and etc. As you can see, the email contains the form data based on the fields and variables I have configured in my form. You can also add some advanced customization to your email to admin functionality. To do so, let's go back to the editor and enable the customized submission notification. Over here, you can include the blank fields or turn it off. In my case, it's turned off. Also, you can modify the subject line of the email to make it descriptive and informative, like include any relevant information like the form title or a brief summary of the submission. Here I'll add test subject. And also you can choose the variable that will show in your subject line. Here you can choose the email address or any field that is in your form. In my case, it will be pick your favorite. Also, when customizing the email notification in PowerForm, you may have the option to specify the sender name. The sender name is the name that appears in the from field on the email received by the admin. So let me add my name over here. And a little note, unfortunately, you cannot enter any special signs in sender name. It means that you cannot enter your email address over here. So we made our additional customization. Let's click on Publish button to save the changes. Let's go back to the preview mode and test the form once again. Right, and click on Submit button. And we'll go back to our email inbox, and here the sender name is Irina, and you can see the subject line is a little bit different as I set it up on my form. Previously it was my custom form, submission and number. Now it's still my subject and the option I have chosen in my form field. Great. Now, let's talk about any limitations email to form admin functionality has. If you're expecting to receive more than 1,000 submissions per an hour, then this is the crucial information you should know about. We have the 25 email per hour submission limit, which means that if you are exceeding this limit, with your submissions, we are pausing delivery of more messages to you for 1 hour at this point. If your app is breaking this rule twice per day, then we are pausing the admin emails for 24 hours. This is to avoid alarming your email host and to avoid having our emails flagged as spam, as this may lead to our domain getting flagged as spam, which could result in our emails bouncing for other users as well. So to prevent this, we proactively disable alerts when the submission volume is hitting the 25 submissions per hour. So, but no worries, this doesn't mean that your form will stop working. You will still keep receiving all the submission and all your data is perfectly safe within your app. and you are able to see it and even export in CSV or Excel anytime. You can check our previous tutorials about how to export the CSV file or how to view the responses in your Power Dashboard.